Now when I first played this mode, I had no idea how you would become a dreadnought, but it clearly had something to do with this, although at the time I had no idea what it was. It took a while before I realised. There is definitely an incentive here, and you needed 1 million score to do it. That's right, you need 1 million score to enter this portal. Good thing there's a lot of shapes. And I just got rejected, nice. And here it begins, the ascension into the Dreadnought zone. Consider these tier 6 tanks. Consider these tier 6 tanks, or like Celestials in Senexio. Your call. I would say they're tier 5, but arms race exists. I have no idea how this will go, so I am going to go back into the portal, back into Maze, so I can experiment and test for myself how good or bad these dreadnoughts are. The combat is few and far between, simply because of how slow I am, but that is to be expected. In most cases, the players will have to come to you. Well, this feels really familiar. The Pentagon spawned at the worst time, almost as if like the Beta Pentagon spawned into an Alpha Pentagon, upgraded into an Alpha Pentagon, at the wrong time, ruining my run. I have not forgotten. Shiny Pentagons spawn a lot more in this maze. Shiny Pentagons spawn a lot more in this maze. So you can level quite quickly, because score is always important. Let's not forget how many upgrades you can have. Because for Dreadnought, you're going to need a lot of them. There is apparently another tier once you reach level 200. Tier 7? 7 tiers? Take that, Senexio, you don't have 7 tiers! Unless you count the base, then it does, but I don't count that. I count that as tier 0. There is technically a bunch of new upgrades to try, including tier 6. I have no idea which one to pick, so I'm just going to pick one, and then use it. And here is the upgrade. It doesn't look much better, but I will see how it goes. Well, I would be able to use it if it wasn't so damn slow. So reaching players, at least in Maze, is very difficult. Okay, this is absolutely nuts. Did this Pentagon just randomly yeet itself to a player and then stay there? What in the living hell is going on with Pentagons and shapes? This reminds me of another Pentagon yeet. At least this one was super glorious to witness. The other one? Well, I wish it happened to me. I'll just say that. You know, I wonder what these two players are thinking. They are both trapped by Dreadnoughts. And there is no way out for them. You know you're dominant as a team when all the Dreadnoughts are near you. You know, it's a good thing they're slow, otherwise nobody else would achieve 1 million score to become a Dreadnought. Perhaps it is better I enter the portal into the 4 TDM area without any maze. Let's see how I do there instead. And finally now I'm here. Oh, and I am hoping this is not a player, otherwise that would be one poor player indeed. I believe it isn't because there was no invulnerability time, which saves me some hassle. Now these are the real bosses, imagine, except this time it won't take me 2 seconds to die. When in doubt, spin consistently. Why? So all the bullets can reach every single bullet, meaning you will not die as easily. You don't imagine these shapes were from Senexio, right? You couldn't think of it. You couldn't think these Dreadnoughts were from Senexio, right? Nah, who cares, it doesn't matter. It's not only players that I have to deal with, it's also shapes spawning right on top of me, and this makes it all the more difficult to play on this server, on this map. If anything, I am rather surprised I have not died yet. Perhaps it's better if I had backup, you know, backup from the Dreadnoughts. But there's only one in this particular map, which is better than nothing, but at the same time, there should be more. 2 Dreadnoughts is potentially enough to be dominant though, if the Dreadnoughts are good enough, which I am not. But this particular team make it a little bit too easy, and it also doesn't help the fact that there are players from other teams on the opposite side. I would say I feel bad for them, but I really don't. For once I am the dominant one, and sometimes it feels good, until it doesn't, because eventually it turns right back around on you. But I guess it also doesn't help that this player in particular looks like they don't want to play no more. So it's all down to me, and down to me it is. But there are just too many to handle, and I will eventually fall to my death. Overall, this travelling game mode is interesting. I just didn't have as much time to play it. The next time it appears, I will certainly play it for real, especially the Dreadnoughts. Now enjoy my death, because I know all of you like to see me fail. So enjoy my death while you can.